I want you to go back in time for a second. Remember the days when you were a little kid and the world was anything you wanted it to be. Your backyard became a vast ocean, and your playset became a pirate ship. Sailing across the stormy ocean, fighting enemies and finding treasure. Your house becomes a huge volcano, and you have to jump from couch to couch because the floor had suddenly turned into lava. Maybe it was just a day where your family made dinner while you and your siblings were outside throwing a ball or playing tag. But how would this have changed if the distractions of cell phones were in the way? Cell phones would take that creative mindset away by keeping you inside to play games on your phone. That being said, it is harmful for children under the age of 10 to own a cell phone. Today I will be explaining how cell phones ruin a child's natural creative abilities when they are young, the limiting of human contact and social skills that are dire at their age because of a cellular device, and the bad habits they develop at that young age that they could potentially carry into the future. First, let's look at how cell phone usage ruins children's natural ability to be creative. Today, it is more normal to see kids sitting inside staring at a cell phone. According to research by Rebecca Beauport and colleagues in 2017 at the National Center for Health Research, children under 2 spend on average 2 hours every day in front of a screen, and they strongly advise against screen time for children. Now I'm going to be showing you a chart of the technology usage by kids by the age 12. Now what you're going to see here is multiple different devices at the bottom and how much of that age group uses that technology. So at 34%, we have a laptop and cell phone. That is 34% of children by age 2 that uses this technology. Smartphones, digital cameras, iPods, video game consoles, and handheld video games are all under 34%. But 33% and 30% of smartphone and digital camera usage. This is major considering these kids are only 2. Now I'm going to be showing you another chart of the children's internet consumption by their age. The blue is age 5 to 7, the orange is 8 to 11, and the red is 12 to 15. Now from 2007 to 2017, you can see a dramatic difference in the usage of internet. Kids of 2017 from 12 to 15 spend 20 hours weekly on the internet. By putting a screen in front of a child under the age of 10, you are taking their creative imagination as a young child away from them. A cell phone distracts a child and gives them an easy way out of thinking of things to occupy themselves with. Before technology became so advanced in our day and age, parents would tell their kids to go out inside and play. This would force kids to use their imaginations to find some creative way to keep themselves occupied while they were outside. Now, if the kid is bored, instead of going outside and exploring their imagination, they result in a cellular device that has games on it already, and they are sent inside to stare at a screen for hours. When children are exposed to technology, they develop a lazy mindset and a loss of creativity. People that disagree within this topic can say that all cell phones allow kids to see the world and can make them more creative and engaged, but these games are doing more harm than they are doing good. Lindsay Daughtry and colleagues at Rand Corporation 2014 supports that it can be difficult for young children to go from technology-based activities to activities that do not involve in technology. It is increasingly difficult to get children to play outside or to make games up without technology. The earlier they are introduced to it because it is all they know. Now that we see how cell phones have the ability to ruin a child's creativity, we can look at how they limit human contact. By exposing kids to all social media platforms that are available on the internet at a young age, they will lose common fundamentals they need to hold a typical conversation. Many of these applications that are made today include social networks or platforms and games created by kids to interact with people to stay connected, which is true, but not for children under the age of 10. They do not yet have a full grasp on actual social skills and are still developing and creating habits. A report written in 2018 at Liberty Classical Academy on how technology affects social skills states, looking at screens for more than 10 hours a day takes away the ability to know what to look at when holding a one-on-one conversation. When having another conversation with another human being, eye contact is critical. This allows people to connect on a deeper level, as well as recognize body language. Having a face-to-face conversation experience makes children focus on one thing and the other person is saying to create better listening skills. When children mostly talk to people online, they constantly skip over their basic conversational skills. This idea is coupled with finding of a study done at the University of Cambridge in 2013 about habit and formation in young children by Dr. David Whitebread, which says cognitive effort on activity is increasingly smoothly coordinated, automatic, and efficient as it becomes more familiar in practice. This supports the idea that then the less face-to-face conversations that children have, the worse they will be in developing social skills. After understanding how cell phones impact the development of social skills in children, let's make it aware of the bad habits they can develop while owning a cell phone. A child's brain is most sensitive when they are young because it is still developing, causing the things they learn at a young age to be most relied on habits for the future. Since the children's brains are still developing, this excessive of uses of phones before the age of 10 causes them to create bad habits like the following that are hard to change. The evidence from a study in 2017 from a Journal of Genetic Psychology by Angie and Lee suggests that the excessive use of technology among children can lead to negative outcomes such as aggressive behavior and hostility. One problem of children being exposed at screens at a young age is they will see technology as a way to calm themselves. And hostility. One problem of children being exposed to screens at a young age is they will see technology as a way to calm themselves down or to keep them from getting angry. Those opposed to this argument say that cell phones are a great tool to use in parenting because it's an easy way to keep a child quiet for an extended period of time. But cell phones are a toxic tool at that. If a child only knows how to calm themselves through the use of technology, their bodies will not be able to find a natural self-regulation when technology is not in their hand. This causes a series of problems like anger issues and uncontrollable outbursts. These behavioral issues could carry out through the remainder of their lives because of their early age their parents exposed them to technology. In conclusion, restricting a child under the age of 10 from having a cell phone will not only benefit them, but for many years to come. It would allow them to use their imagination to the fullest and enjoy childhood while they can. Putting children in situations they physically interact with others allow them to develop social skills and they will carry throughout their entire life. Technology blocks the natural ways and instincts a child has, and which can turn them into developing unhealthy habits. There are many dangers that can come from a child having to access to a cell phone too early in their childhood, but it is up to us as a potential future parents to recognize the issues and that giving a child a cell phone can cause. Take the technology out of their childhood and just let kids be kids again. Thank you.